White Sands. Rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
I'll tell you about a hot car.
Excuse me, what's a gargoyle?
The number of individual tattoos Bernard Mueller of Pennsylvania claimed to have as of December 4th, 1989, 8,960.
Right now, it is time for a guy who actually flew to London with me the other day. Sat right behind me on Virgin Atlantic, slept the whole way, and I'm glad he got his rest because he's in for a workout tonight. Teaming up first with Annie Lennox. Please welcome David Bowie. Under Pressure. Back again with Cindy Crawford. We managed to catch up with you one more time. You having a good time tonight?
Yeah, I am. I'm buzzing about, doing what you're doing, talking to everybody.
Exactly. She's working for Fox tonight, and we're here in front of this display here of the names quilt. I don't know if you guys are you're probably familiar with the American names quilt, but it's actually a quilt of the names of people who've died of AIDS. And
yeah, their friends make them for them, usually with a picture or something that reminds them of the person who's died, and it covers miles and miles and miles.
Huge, absolutely huge. In fact, they've had to break it up into pieces now, I think, and actually transport it places. But you can see one there for Freddie. Pretty cool tribute to him. Anyway, we want to remind you guys that no one is unaffected by AIDS these days, and you can get involved in the fight against AIDS as well tonight.
Yeah, come on, do your piece. Help us out. Call 1-900-773-4100. If you do that, $2 will automatically go to one of 3 different AIDS foundations. One is the American Foundation for AIDS Research, one is Pediatric AIDS, and the other is the T.J. Martell Foundation. So come on, get on the phone, call. It's only $2. Everyone can spare it.
If you want to get more than $2, you can keep calling.
Keep calling.
Speed dial. Do the speed dial thing. Anyway, we got a lot more to look forward to. I know you guys are looking forward to Guns N' Roses. They are still on the way, and a couple of your friends.
Yeah, Elton John and George Michael.
That's right. And we mentioned earlier, you and I mentioned Liza teaming up with Axl at the end of the show. Also, to look forward to Axl and Elton John doing Bohemian Rhapsody.
And don't forget the London Community Choir.
Exactly. So just
I know, that's very
the
MTV.
musical gamut. Anyway, we're going to continue on. Hang out, okay?
I smoke, billowing satisfaction.
To the Concert for Life, a tribute to Freddie Mercury. I'm John Norris, right now in the backstage area here at Wembley Stadium. And it's time for a moment I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for. And safe to say the most controversial act on the bill, because it is a concert that has to do with AIDS awareness. Talking about Guns N' Roses, just yesterday in an interview with Kurt Loder, Slash said that they've gotten some criticism from AIDS activist groups about even taking part in the concert here. But they've gone ahead, they believe in it, and Freddie Mercury certainly was a big influence and inspiration to Axl Rose over the years. So here they are, just from earlier today, live on stage at Wembley Stadium, Guns N' Roses. All right, there it is. How do you get 72,000 people fired up all at once? Well, of course, it's Guns N' Roses. Right now, let's go backstage once again. I mean, I'm backstage, but I mean really backstage. Kurt Loder is hooked up with a guy who performed here earlier today, The Who's Roger Daltrey.
Okay, we're backstage here at Wembley now with Roger Daltrey. Roger, how did it feel to be back up there in front of 70-some thousand people?
Oh, like it was yesterday before I was doing it. I mean, it was great to be out there with this band because I'm a really big fan.
Yeah.
And it would have been great to be up there with Freddie, but unfortunately he's not here. But I think people kind of forget that those other 3 guys up there, it must be a hell of a night for them. I mean, I can really feel for them.
There's a band that's available, you're available, maybe something could happen here, you know?
Yeah, well.
Did you get to pick the song you wanted to do?
No, Brian picked it for me. I just said, you know, I phoned Brian up and said, you know, whatever I can do, I'll only be too pleased to help, even if it's sing backing vocals. And then he phoned back and said, we'd like you to sing this, and I was very pleased.
Was it in your key the original way, or did you have to change things around?
Exactly the same key, exactly, you know, the same.
So you were a big Queen fan?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, they've done some extraordinary records.
Yeah.
And to me, Freddie was probably the ultimate virtuoso rock singer.
Yeah.
I mean, there was Elvis, obviously, who was the original and the god. But Freddie, I mean, could sing anything in so many different ways, and he could switch from one voice to another instantly, which is a magical talent.
Yeah,
and he was so much fun. And let's face it, there's a bloody lot of groups that take it all too seriously. I think we can be accused of that too, you know.
Oh, well, no more fun, I guess. All right, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Kurt. I should have mentioned just before we went to Kurt that we're going to see more of Axl Rose later on tonight. Looking forward to Axl doing a couple of Queen songs. He will be doing We Will Rock You, that classic. Plus, on stage, Axl Rose and Elton John. That's right, together. You may think it's a strange pairing, but I guarantee it's going to work. They'll be doing Bohemian Rhapsody. That's definitely something to look forward to. And a whole lot more great music as the Concert for Life continues on after the break.
Piece of rock and roll history from one of the most innovative and exciting musical groups in recent history, Queen. Freddie Mercury is gone, but he lives on in this special collector's edition video for only $19.95. Raise a little big 90 minutes of classic rock music that you'll never see like this again. Don't miss it. Queen, live in concert for only $19.95. Here's how to order.
To order, call toll-free 1-800-356-8100 or send $19.95 for each videotape plus $4.95 shipping and handling to Queen Video, P.O. Box 50003, Colorado Springs, Colorado 80949.
We're back with the Concert for Life at Wembley Stadium. We've had some moving moments already. Time for some more. A guy who's no stranger to this stadium. He played his farewell concert with Wham here. He played Live Aid here. He played the Freedom Fest for Nelson Mandela a few years back here. Here he is in memory of Freddie Mercury and for AIDS Award. George Michael, somebody to love, and some words of wisdom about AIDS, too. I hope you guys were listening. That's what it's all about tonight. Coming up in just a few minutes, a grand finale, plus a friend of George's who also knows something about the AIDS issue. Elton John on the way, and a once-in-a-lifetime duet with Axl Rose. You don't want to move now, folks.
MTV presents the 1992 Genesis World Tour. Find the exclusive revelations about Genesis World Tour right here on MTV.
Hey.
You.
It has to be a very...
Hole-in-one golf from Hal America. See your local dealer for details or contact Hal America at 1-800-468-5354.
На войне СПИДа я могу быть курьером. Пожалуйста, используйте презервативы.
Rank of night, girl, and street among the nouns used most frequently in Bruce Springsteen's songs? 1, 2, and 3.
The Concert for Life continues on from Wembley Stadium. I'm John Norris here in the backstage area once again. As I mentioned before the break, time now for some very special performers turning out the Queen music. In just a few minutes, you're going to see Axl Rose on stage doing We Will Rock You. But first up, Axl in a very interesting pairing. As I mentioned before the break, a guy who definitely has quite a bit of experience with the AIDS crisis around the world, Elton John. He's a very strong supporter of the Pediatric AIDS Foundation, was a friend of the late Ryan White, the young Indiana man who succumbed to AIDS a couple of years ago. And right now, I hope you've got your VCR set, folks, because we have got Elton John and Axl Rose on stage for the first time ever, doing the song that has really brought Queen back to the charts in a big way recently in America, the classic Bohemian. Axl Rose and the members of Queen doing We Will Rock You good stuff, but there's still more good stuff to come. Liza Minnelli and a cast of all-stars with a grand finale of the Concert for Life. You don't want to miss that. All right, well, you guys heard them on stage. George Michael, David Bowie, and others both addressed the AIDS crisis on stage tonight. Please become aware of the facts about AIDS, and please take part in the fight, too. We've got a number how you can do it. 1-900-773-4100 is it. Just place a call right now, and it's just going to cost you $2. $2 donation, and it goes to 3 worthy causes: the Pediatric AIDS Foundation, the American Foundation for AIDS Research, and the T.J. Martell Foundation. All people working together to fight this terrible disease. Take part in the fight and hang out, because the finale is on the way.
В холодной войне я была ребенком, в войне наркотиков наблюдателем. Но в войне СПИДа я могу быть курьером. Пожалуйста, используйте презервативы.
A Concert for Life is
Valuable Player Award.
She's nobody's bride. I do.
В холодной войне я была только ребенком, в войне наркотиков наблюдателем. Но в войне СПИДа я могу быть курьером. Пожалуйста, используйте презервативы.
Every day, around 5,000 people are newly infected with HIV. Find out the facts about AIDS and protect yourself.
Up here at Wembley Stadium with an all-star finale led off by Liza Minnelli. We are the champion, and God bless Freddie Mercury. On that note, we're going to end the Concert for Life. Hope you guys had a good time. The fireworks are going off here in Wembley Stadium. An electric moment, folks. All the stars that turned out, thanks to them for taking part. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to Kurt Loder for joining us. To Cindy Crawford. Thanks to Virgin Atlantic for helping get us here. Hope you guys had a good time discovering the music of Queen, remembering Freddie Mercury. And for God's sake, folks, get aware about AIDS. Find out the facts. Don't be misled by bigotry or misinformation any longer, okay? Take part. Remember, it's an election year, too. It's been fun being with you. I'm John North, Wembley Stadium. We'll see you soon. Take care.